Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the midfielder, Ryan Gravenberch, is just very cultured, Peter. Another really fine product from the famous Amsterdam production line, and just like so many of their alumni, he's shown wonderful intelligence and versatility, and of course vision whenever he's played. I think he's a tremendous all-round talent.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now it's Bakambu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's De Jong. Oh, perfectly measured that. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Gakpo, can he finish? That has not gone well. And that is out of play. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Bakambu. Looking for the run. Oh, they could be caught out here. Hertrauda, pass somewhat off target. He's on it, can he get away? Neither side yet able to find the net. Nicely weighted ball. That's been slipped through. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Crosses it in. He's rising! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Somerville. De Jong. Hato. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's a shot. Bakambu! Hertrauda. Ake. De Jong. Van de Ven. Hato. He's looking wide. Well, that looks a decent ball. Not the most accurate pass. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
He's had it taken off him. Now it's Brobbey. Brobbey driving forwards. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well read, nice interception. Lukau. It's a pretty loose pass. Knocks it into space. All the way back. Can he get on the end of this? And he's straight offside. Just eases him off the ball. Nice bit of trickery. Gakpo. Hato. Now it's Somerville. Sadiki. Gravenberg does well to get it back. Now it's come to nothing. Kayembe. Sadiki. He can run onto that. Nicely intercepted. Verbruggen punts it upfield. Now it's Brobby. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Kayembe.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Back towards the middle. Van Dijk. Van de Ven.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed...
Oh, what's he done? Decent chance! And no mistake. It is an explosive start to the second half. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
The Netherlands are in front now, the game's only goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Tries to play it through.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's been won straight back.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Van de Ven. Distributed tidily. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. Sadiki. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
That's been cut out, well played. Kayembe. And this is Bakambu.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Van Dijk. And Hertrauda. Somerville. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mbemba. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's De Jong. Gakpo. Real chance! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. The Netherlands are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. 75 minutes played. And he's quick to return it. Banza. Wissa. Some resolute defending there. This is a promising build-up. Robbie. Well timed, excellent interception. Can he get it through? Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Gravenberg. And it's De Jong. Now it's Brobbey. Now, can they get him away? And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. And that was as close to certain as can be.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
He's having a pop! Smashing save, really good save that.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Democratic Republic of Congo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And he's there to clear it. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. Gakpo. Hato. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Looking to play him in. Chance to deliver. Kayembe. Gravenberg. It's a really well-measured ball.
There will be 3
And
minutes
it's
added
Masuaku.
time.
Nice control. Flashes it across. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Brobbey. De Jong. And the number on the board is 3. So added time is up, and there goes the whistle. The Netherlands really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing.
And a quick
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. And it's Gravenberch. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Gakpo. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Frankie de Jong is one of the most versatile midfielders in the game, capable of playing all sorts of roles, including even regista and centre-back. But he seems to see himself as a holding player, and his ability to distribute could well be key here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Oh, that's neat. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, swings in across. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Knocks it into space, and he's managed to get free.
Oh, important interception.
Tries to pass it through. Gakpo in acres of space out wide. The Netherlands appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Hato is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Out towards the flank. Oh, well played.
Onana. Spread neatly.
Nice bit of trickery.
He slings it in.
Nice interception, well timed.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies.
Luke Bacchio clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call. Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Doku puts them all in. Somerville.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. He's in a great position here.
Belgium definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Van de Ven. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries to cross. Robbie!
Oh, that is rather wayward.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that has been cleared. Tielemans. It's a pretty loose pass. Etrauda. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely weighted ball. Looking tidy in possession here. Gakpo
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
It's a really well-measured ball. Etrauda.
Gertruida was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a promising position. He has found the way through. Doku tries a cross. Oh, he's picked... Lukabakio! Ake attempts a clearance. Opts for safety. Teat. And it's Tielemans. Ake. And the keeper's got it again. Hato. Gravenberg. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the referee has blown for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. The second half is up and running. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And he's there to retrieve it. Lukaku. Oh, this is a great position. Somerville. And he's been shifted off it. And Gertruida. Somerville providing an outlet on that flank.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
Robbie receives... Robbie! It's a loose ball.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
For it.
He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Lukabakio cuts out the pass. De Jong.
Oh, that was vital.
Onana.
Up towards the hour mark and still no goals.
He's picked his way through.
That's the keeper's ball.
That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Lukabakio. And De Bruyne! Oh, he's hit the bar!
A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Now it's Lukaku.
De Bruyne.
That has been cut short. That's going wide left. He's a sharp little ball here. Lukabakio in towards the back stick. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Robbie. And still we await the first breakthrough. And he was quick to react.
The Netherlands have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Oh, now he can run away with it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Gakpo. Looking for the run. And he can thump it away. Belgium have reclaimed it. And here's Lukabakio. Gakpo. Now it's Lukaku.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
De Jong. And now the breakaway. Gertruida. Gertruida makes a move down the right. And that could set him on his way. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper.
75 minutes played. Somerville, and he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That's been cut out, well played. Threads one in, that's been slipped through. Now it's De Jong. Now here's the delivery. Cleared without hesitation. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Somerville. What a throw in.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 11, Gakpo. Number 24, coming on the field, number 10, Memphis. Number 18, Malen.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Malen.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Elects to cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's found the way through. De Jong, nicely spread. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. He won't be happy with that one. Malen. And it's De Jong. Now it's Malen.
There will be 1 minute added time.
90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Robbie! Robbie! So near and yet so far. And that's the end of the game. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable.
And a quick announcement today.
The end of the game.
From today's
Reflections?
match is now
Well, I
on
think
sale
all
in
things
the
considered,
stadium.
Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Netherlands.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas.
Towering header!
What a throw in.
Now it's Brobby, and the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Has a look and plays it forward. Conte. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Akliush. Well read, nice interception. Van Dijk goes back to front. Rabiot tries to play it through. Barcola. Chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Saliba is there and he can pick it up. Pass is just off target. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Gakpo providing an outlet on that flank. Van de Ven. Quarter of an hour played. He's in a great position here. Ball in towards the middle. And that's the keeper's ball. Caught offside that time. The Netherlands are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Rabiot knocks it into space. Mateta. Hato. Can he get it through? And he cuts out the supply. Looking for the run. Ake. Great defending, strong and determined. Conte. And here's Mateta. Mateta! He's done very well to get to that.
Mateta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Ake attempts a clearance. And that was very necessary. Out of play for a throw. Hato kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Doué. Doué was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That has been cut short. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Oh, important interception.
And that is out of play. Opts for safety. Doué. De Jong. He's looking wide.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Koundé. Now it's Doué. De Jong. Now, can they get him away? Spread out to the left. Well read, and the danger is averted. Hernandez
Tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
Now it's Akliouche. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
There's a sharp little ball here. Chance to deliver.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Saliba. It's a pretty loose pass.
2
Gakpo.
added minutes has been indicated.
Driving forward.
No, that's been intercepted.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Played out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Brobby.
And he whips it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Somerville.
And the referee has blown for half-time.
It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this would have given them a chance to look for
immediately.
any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Van der Ven does really well there. He is strong.
De Jong.
Gravenberg. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hertrauda. That's a nicely weighted pass.
Out towards the flank.
Now it's Mateta. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Gakpo with the cross. That's a decent clearance. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Somerville. Great vision.
And the shot! And no mistake. Barely into the second half. And already it is heating up. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Substitutions taking place.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely weighted ball. Now here's the delivery. And that has been knocked clear. Hernandez. Swings in across. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. It's a quick ball upfield. Now it's Brobby. Brobby. The Netherlands have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Played backwards here.
I would think that was the wisest choice.
Now it's Brobby. Oh, good ball! Olise. That'll be a throw. And it's Hato. Strong running down that left flank. Brilliantly cut out. That has ended up in no man's land. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Time and again they are repelled. Hernandez gets across to intercept that. Dembele. The Netherlands are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score. Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that should get the job done. That's good defending in numbers. Olise going face-to-face with his great rival. Defending of the desperate variety.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, that's fabulous. Chucky! And yes, it's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
France really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
And that's a dangerous ball.
The Netherlands really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Somerville. Ake. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Conte. Rabiot. That's an imaginative pass. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Can he get on the end of this? Petrauda. And it's Gravenberch. Somerville receives it in a wide position. He won't be happy with that one. De Jong.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Has been indicated.
That's beautifully weighted. Verbruggen can get it clear. Petrauda. Nice looking ball. And we're done. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Robbie
Picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Making their way home on public transportation
How do you
today,
look back on the
please
game
watch
then,
the
Jim?
screen for train.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Oh, he's had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
France with the corner, they're first. The Netherlands have the chance to go the other way. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Hernandez with the delivery, he's rising! Mateta finds himself offside. He's had it taken off him. And it's Conte. Nicely weighted ball. He slings it in.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Some of the greatest who have played the game have described Frankie de Jong as a player who can define an era. The way he holds on to the ball, absorbs pressure, creates space. There's much more than a passing resemblance to some of the former greats.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Spread to the right. He can run onto that. Adityahill receives it in a wide position. Quarter of an hour played. He won't be happy with that one. Gravenberg running with the ball. Oh, well measured. Brobbey showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Brobbey. Chance here to counter. The Netherlands still without a single shot on target. He's found a way through. Van der Ven, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Now it's Brobbey. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. That's a good ball out wide. Brobbey!
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that should get the job done. France are looking to go forward now. Zaire Emery in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Flashes it across. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Corner number 2 then. Mateta! And he can thump it away. Now the cross. Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. No way through. Tries to pass it through. Van Dijk. It's a really well-measured ball. Doué. That's going to go a long way. Threads one in. Adityahill cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Doué gets into a good position. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, that's a fine interception, and it's made its way to him. That is ended up in no man's land. Zaire Emery. Now, can they get him away? Somerville. He is through here. Saliba wins the duel this time. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Knocks it into space. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Doué was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Mateta.
There will be 1 minute added
Bruggen
time.
claims comfortably. Saliba gets over and intercepts. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started.
Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
To all members of the crowd,
When do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
So let's get the ball rolling.
The Netherlands really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Doué, and he was quick to react.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Deftly away. Throw in. Ake. Verbruggen. And it's Hato. Looking for the run. No luck with that dink over the top. Somerville! Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Trauder. It's played through for him. De Jong.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Nice physical challenge. And here's Gakpo. The ball has bounced loose now. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Somerville. Now it's Gakpo. Conte. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that is a good... Takes a shot! And yes, it's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
After 61 minutes is number 10, Mbappe. Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Not the most accurate pass.
The Netherlands really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Nice-looking ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
Trauder. Now Somerville. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gravenberg. Now it's Somerville. That is Conte. That's a shade optimistic. Somerville. Gravenberg.
Spread neatly. And the shot! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide. The Netherlands really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Olise. De Jong. Gravenberch. Brilliantly cut out.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Substitution for Netherlands. Number 24, number 11, Gakpo. Coming on the field, number 18, Malen. Number 17.
And that's definitely not his best. Verbruggen sends that a long way. Now it's Malen. The Netherlands could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Lang. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cleared away. Van Dijk cuts it out. It'll be a throw-in.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Can he get it through? Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Ball quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Out of time.
Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. De Jong with the clearance. And they're quick to get it back. And the number on the board is 3. It's Dembele! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he plays one through. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only